I am Lisa Uhrmacher and I am a business development manager at Sprint. My practice area revolves around digital signage and interactive kiosks. Sprint is very excited to be participating in the Digital Signage Expo. We often come here with our partner companies, so we're very excited to be able to be a part of many of their booths as well. It's really important to us to reach out to the industry, not just to see what's going on today, but to really understand and learn what's going on tomorrow so that we can anticipate and be ready for the future. So it's a great opportunity to meet both customers and partner companies and really sort of get involved in the space. Based on the show floor this year, we're in many exhibits. We work with partners like Intel and Scala and MediaTile and AOpen and Velocity and Walsh Wireless, and so we have a lot of our partner companies who are here. And I think the energy this year is just great. So we're in many booths, and sometimes we don't know we're in people's booths because they're using Sprint services, and sometimes we're not always aware. We actually go to a lot of trade shows throughout the year, and so we can kind of judge the economy by the energy level at the shows. I think last year there was a lot of energy here, but there wasn't a lot of buying decisions being made. And I think what we're seeing now is that retailers are freeing up and hotel companies are freeing up some budgets because they feel good about the economy. So we're starting to see projects be revived. But I will say that there's a lot of very, very specific emphasis on return on investment. And so I think all of our partner companies have to be really concerned about how do I really measure, set good objectives, and figure out what the real return is so that the investing companies can feel good about their decisions. In both digital signage kiosks and out-of-home networks, we kind of saw that the trend a few years ago where it was just big screens and lots of content and it was very beautiful, but I kind of call it wall noise because a lot of it wasn't overly meaningful to individual customers. I think the trend we're seeing right now is the companies are really setting back and saying, how do I reach each customer individually? How can I engage in social media? How can I utilize multiple platforms? How can I take that buying experience that starts at home on the laptop or on a tablet or on a mobile, and how can I bring that into my store and complete that transaction so it feels more like an end-to-end experience? I think that's what we're seeing with the very savvy partner companies. I was lucky enough to be in here a little earlier this morning, so I would say I've been seeing a lot of the exhibits, and I think we're seeing a lot of that social engagement going on, so I'm really excited by that. I think Sprint's very excited that we are launching LTE in many markets, which is a high-speed wireless service that will enable a lot of people to connect their devices wirelessly. So I think it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for brands to be in retail, for non-traditional locations, for our out-of-home folks. So a lot of our wonderful customers in the out-of-home space utilize wireless service now on our 3G network, and they're really excited too about what that 4G LTE experience will bring and what exciting things it's going to enable with its bandwidth and its capacity. I'm very fortunate tomorrow. I'm going to be presenting at the Thought Leadership panel, which is a great opportunity, and I'm so excited to be alongside companies like Intel and Corning because they're such visionary companies and they're so embedded in our space in so many different ways. I mean, everybody here is using beautiful glass in their displays, and Corning has done such interesting advances in that space. And then Intel, of course, with their incredible processing capability, makes so many new things possible. So I'm on a panel tomorrow morning, and we're going to just have a discussion around what we think is going to be the future of the industry and where we think things are going. And I'm just very excited to see the different folks on that panel riff off each other a little bit and let their imaginations sort of bring interesting ideas and stimulate the thoughts of the attendees. And I think that's part of what you get out of DSE, is really being surrounded by thought leaders and stimulating ideas. We love this show and we look forward to it every year. It is great because we do see the future. And I think it's important that we have a lot of these great companies who all have very differentiated products coming to the table and really seeing what is possible. We go to other trade shows, obviously, and we went to a big one in New York in January, but the crowd we get here, I think, is very, very focused on the digital out-of-home and digital space. So I think we do see people here who we just don't get to see everywhere else, and honestly, come to Vegas. What a great environment. You get to see people, you can sit down and have coffee, you can have dinner, you can have breakfast, you can chat, and you can get all of those meetings done so efficiently right here in Las Vegas. I'm Lisa, and I'm here at Digital Signage Expo, and what are you waiting for?